Hi adventurers, and welcome to the LARP Peddler's channel. In this fourth and last episode of the No-Grald armor set, we'll be learning how to build the shoulder pads. Remember that you can get this pattern and join the guild on Patreon at the link in the description. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss what's coming up on the channel, and hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. As usual, I cut the pieces using my laser cutter, but in this other video, you can see how to assemble the pattern once it's printed on your home printer. Don't forget to use soft leather for the connecting pieces. I used suede, but you can use goatskin or any other soft and flexible leather you like. Once the pieces are cut, decorate the edges as you prefer. In this video, you can see my homemade tool for this process, but you can use a stitching wheel and a steady hand to do the same, or simply create a different decoration. Then use an edge beveler to round the exposed edges. To dye the pieces, I use dark brown alcohol-based dye, and I apply it with a mini paint gun and a small airbrush compressor. This allows me to create different shades and save dye while speeding up the dyeing process. If you don't have these tools, you can do this process the usual way with a brush. Let me take a break to show you something. Would you like to build this set while supporting the channel? You can now download all the ready-to-print patterns by joining our new Patreon. Get instant access and your name in my videos as an adventurer. Or step up to Crafter to unlock the free Pattern of the Month every single month. Exclusive behind-the-scenes content, early access, and a permanent 35% discount on the shop. And for those who want to support the workshop at the highest level, our guild members get everything, plus entry into our monthly draws for one 80% and two 50% discount vouchers. The link to choose your tier is right down in the description and pinned comment. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. And now, let's get back to the build. Use a glossy leather varnish to protect the surface. It's important that it has a glossy finish if you're going to do the weathering process later. You can do this with a brush. Remove any excess with a piece of cloth. apply a mixture of equal parts black acrylic paint and water and spread it with a piece of cloth. This helps create different shades in the leather and highlights the embossing. For this step, it's important that the varnish applied previously is glossy, as this will help the ink flow more easily. Use fine grit sandpaper to create a little distressing on the leather of all the pieces. This step is optional, but I think it gives your pieces character, achieving an aged look. I use a sanding sponge like the ones used in woodworking. Let's move to the assembling process. To begin, attach the eyelets to piece 1. As you can see, I reduced the thickness at the ends because I'm going to sew the leather trim with my cobbler's sewing machine. But if you're going to do that stitching by hand, it won't be necessary. Attach the rivets from pieces 4A, B, C, and D to the piece only at the triangular ends. Before riveting the remaining holes, position the straps, creating an interlaced pattern. Remember not to place the rivets in the holes marked 6/3, as these are for the final assembly. It's time for the leather trim. In this other video, you can see how I make the leather strips. In this case, I used 1 mm suede, but you can also use goat skin or any other thin, flexible leather you like. As always in this process, I'm using my cobbler's sewing machine, as it's faster and requires less effort. But you can do this process by hand using your preferred sewing method. Once you've attached the leather trim to all the pieces, you can rivet pieces number 5 to pieces 2 and 3, following the numbers on the pattern. Rivet straps 7 and 8 to piece number 3. Rivet the connecting straps to pieces number 6, following the numbers on the pattern. Be careful and avoid the mistake I made of assembling them backwards. In this other video, you can see how to remove rivets if this happens. And with that, your no-gralled shoulder pad will be finished and ready to join the rest of your no-gralled set on your adventure. I want to thank the patrons who support the LARP Peddler. Your support means a lot. Thank you so much for being there. Thank you so much for watching until the end of the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and check the link to the Patreon to join the guild. See you in the next video, and I hope you have a great adventure.